So, in today's video, I want to talk about how to actually enjoy your life. So, how to maximize life enjoyment. And I think you heard me well, but you should hear me better now. And first of all, I want to clarify one thing, which is how do you actually measure how much life you're enjoying? And I know, like, putting this into numbers is maybe strange, but I think it helps to set it to perspective. You just give an estimation of how much time a day you spend doing something that you actually like and enjoy. So let's say you're working 9 to 5, maybe, and you hate what you're doing for work. Well, those 8 9 hours are taken away from the hours that you actually enjoy in your day. And the calculation is really easy because you just divide the hours that you actually enjoy by the total of hours that you're awake. By doing that, you'll get a number between 0 to 1, and you can easily transfer it to basically a percentage. So let's say you're awake for 16 hours and you just enjoy 4 hours out of those 16 because you do other stuff the other time, then you're enjoying 25% of your life. And I don't know if this like gives you some insight already, but don't you think that as humans are made to enjoy 100% of our lives? Like, why do we even need to think about the fact that most of our awake hours are spent doing stuff that we don't actually want to do? I think society, I'm going to sound like some some conspiracy theories or something. Basically, we have developed this belief that spending our day doing 100% of stuff that we actually want to do is somehow impossible or unachievable or strange or wrong, because you're not supposed to be happy 100% of the time. Motherfucker, like, why? Yeah, obviously there are going to be some like bad events that are going to happen to you, but who is blocking you from being happy most of the time? Who? I think the only person is ourselves. Usually, what happens is that we go to school, we just find out that there's something that we really like doing, maybe even before going to school. But we figure out that there's some stuff that comes really easy to us. Maybe it's just playing football. Maybe could be making videos. Maybe it could be programming. Maybe it could be making music or just playing an instrument or whatever. And we forget, or maybe nobody explains it to us, that if we actually make it possible to do the thing that we like as our main work task, we will live like a life that is so much better than the average life today. It is actually incredible. And I know it sounds maybe unrealistic for some people. Maybe you say, yeah, well, Maybe I like, I don't know, crafting stories. As a kid, I used to read a lot of books and watch a lot of movies and anime and whatever. And I don't know how to do that as a full time job. Find a way. The the crazy part is that you are saying to yourself that there is not a way to do what you love to do, and basically there's not a way to make your work the thing that makes you the most happy and joyful and blissful and grateful and whatever you want to throw in the basket. You are basically cock blocking yourself from happiness. So maybe let's try switching that up. Let's start mm, putting different thoughts, into words. Let's just saying, yeah, I'm sure there's a way to do what I want to do. I just didn't find it yet. So since I didn't find it yet, let's start searching. Let's start testing. Let's start doing stuff. And I give my example here. From when I was a kid, I basically spent, mm, yeah, I don't know, a few hours a day. I don't remember exactly, but a few hours a day watching YouTube. And slowly I started forming the thought in my mind that being a YouTuber could be cool. Like, it would be, yeah, a nice thing. And I started making videos. I started making videos about video making in general, and I was giving advice on some stuff that I figured out, filming with the phone and editing on iMovie for for the Mac, and it was the best advice that I could give at that given point for people that were trying to do what I was doing basically, but they were a little bit behind me. And if you think about it, that is the same exact thing that I'm doing now. I just figured out some stuff by stumbling upon it and trying and failing and wasting a few years of my life. And now I'm just sharing this advice with people. And I didn't instantly find what was my path, but because I started, I think I posted my first YouTube video maybe 10 years ago, something like that. And I've not been a YouTuber for 10 years. I've been doing all sorts of stuffs, all sorts of stuff. Sorry for my English. Uh, I've been doing, yeah, whatever for the, the past 10 years. And if you can see on my channel, I think I have maybe 50 videos uploaded, something like that. So I've not been consistently being a YouTuber. I've not been consistently uploading videos to YouTube for 10 years straight. But I just went back to what I knew that was enjoyable for me. So let's go uh, a bit in a bit more of a direct way to the topic of this video. To maximize life enjoyment, the only thing you need to do is maximize the hours that it's to maximize the hours while you do stuff that is enjoyable for you, basically. How do you actually do that? You actually do that by giving yourself some time to figure out what you actually enjoy. And this sounds hard, maybe for you. I don't know if you have a few thoughts popping into your mind. If nothing uh, strikes you, like nothing comes really easily to you about what you like doing, just spend some time thinking about the last few times that you actually felt really happy, either by doing something by yourself, which could be the case, or by doing something that helped someone else. I'll give you an example. Let's say the last time you felt really happy or grateful or whatever emotion like related to these ones, you were talking to a friend, giving him maybe some advice or just listening to him because he needed to talk a little bit to uh, basically, yeah, to talk a little bit. Maybe what you actually may need or want to explore is being a psychotherapist, a therapist. I don't know, I'm just like throwing it out there. But maybe, or maybe you want to be a YouTuber giving advice to people. I don't know. Just think about the last moment that you actually enjoyed basically your life. Think about what you were doing, maybe why you were doing it, and from that you'll be able to understand, oh, so this is what makes me happy. And usually this thing that you figure out that makes you happy can be considered by most people or by some people a work task, something that people get paid to do. Once you find that one thing, it's done because you are motivated and happy, genuinely happy to do something that people need discipline to do. I think it doesn't get better than that. Imagine not needing any discipline, any hard work or anything to do something that requires this those requires discipline and all this stuff for other people. You basically have a superpower. You will not be tired. You will not be maybe, yeah, stressed maybe, but yeah, you won't lose motivation because you're just happy doing it. And once you can align most of your waking hours with what you actually love doing, that's when you're able to maximize your life enjoyment. Because I can't record YouTube videos for 16 hours a day. It is impossible. But I can spend 1 hour maybe thinking about and recording a video. Then I can spend maybe 2 or 3 hours learning about how to make better YouTube videos. Then I can spend, I don't know, another hour maybe, uh, I don't know, studying other YouTube videos to learn how I can make better. I can align a lot of my waking hours to my goal. Obviously, I cannot align 100% of my waking hours just because I need to basically eat and talk with other people and do other stuff. But also, uh, I think in a job like this, in a business like this, you start getting diminishing returns on the time you put in. Because let's say I start recording content 24 hours a day, at some point I will start to hate it. Because if you do something 100% of the time, you get tired. Let's say you love eating cake. If you eat cake every day, all of the time, I think you get tired of it. No. So you need to find your balance. Try with 1 hour a day, then try with 5 hours a day, then try with 3, and figure out what's your ideal daily time for that task. And once you have that, spend the other hours of the day however you like. Because what you will find is that the rest of your day, after doing what you actually are meant to do, the rest of your day becomes so much better. You carry that happiness and that gratefulness and that sense of having maybe contributed to someone else's life. You carry that through your whole day. You just feel like a better human. And with that, and maybe keeping your thoughts on, yeah, the next day I get to do my work task again, let's go. And keeping your thoughts around that, I think you can enjoy 100% of your life easily. You will get some event, maybe, I don't know, let's hope not, but someone you love will die, or you lose something, or you get fired from some job, or some people will betray you, whatever. That stuff will happen, but you have something to look up to that genuinely makes you happy. And maybe for one day you'll stop working, you won't do that stuff, but the day after that, back in the game. I think with this little thing of doing what you actually like, that sounds so simple, like it's funny because enjoy your life is stuff that you could find written on like a girl's poster, maybe in a room, or an Instagram post really aesthetic with all the pastel colors and stuff. And it sounds like really wishy-washy and not stupid, honestly. But I think that's what life is about. I think that's what life is all about. Yeah. So I'll leave you with that. The actionable step for this video is, first of all, if this didn't convince you 100%, watch the game from the start and observe yourself and what thoughts come up in your mind while you listen to this message, and see if those thoughts are with you or against you. First of all, once you are convinced that this is the way, spend some time rethinking about what you liked doing as a kid, or what you like doing now. What gives you that spark, that unending motivation, and try to find a way to integrate that and maybe do that as the main work task. That's it. If you'd like some help from me personally, I'm giving away 1 free hour of my time to basically get advice. You can ask whatever you want, and I'll be happy to help you, maybe with your purpose, maybe with your whatever you need to talk about. You can find that in the description below. As always, I'll see you tomorrow.